Get ready for the Squawking Eagles Podcast.
Here we are. Finally made it to Monday night. Eagles, Buccaneers. Everyone on ESPN has picked the Buccaneers. Everybody on the podcast has picked the Eagles. Let's see who's right.
I was really hyped and really excited to start this game, and a few plays in, I'm going to say very clearly, we're running the soft zone coverage that we've been running. So my hopes have gone from sky high to a bunny hill. It's unreal. Birds.
3rd and 3. Bradbury has him stopped, and he can't tackle. Nobody can tackle this guy, and they get a first down. They can't get off the field on 3rd down. It's ridiculous. I'll take a field goal here after that drive. Trade field goals for touchdowns. The Eagles need to drive down, score a touchdown. I'm happy with that.
The fact that we get bailed out by a missed call and a terrible overthrown pass by a miscommunication is heartbreaking. Like, it's just, our defense looked like a sieve on that drive. So here they go, going for their field goal. Offense better turn it up. I want to see that run game. Run some time off the clock. Get the ball down there and score a touchdown for us, boys. We're down 3-0. Let's go, Birds.
This first drive of the Eagles is going to be very telling of how this game is going to be. Hopefully they can drive down, give the defense a rest, and score a touchdown here. Let's see what happens.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we are, the first round of the playoffs. The Eagles choose to defer and allow the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to drive down the field by running the ball. So, luckily the Eagles were able to stop them and force a field goal. But it's not a good start at all, as you heard Mike and Mark describe earlier. It's not. It's like a balloon that was inflating all weekend and now is completely deflated because they look exactly like they've looked in the last couple of weeks.
All right, now I just saw Brian Johnson calling in the play on his headset. So there's a lot of talk this week, or today actually, that the players don't know who's calling the plays, Nick or Brian. I'm going to say it was Brian, and back-to-back runs. I'm liking that so far. Let's go Birds.
We have run the ball. Everyone alert the world. We've run the ball twice in a row. I am literally shocked. Let's go, Swift. Maybe we can have hope. Run the ball.
Holy shit, they ran the ball. Oh, first play of the game, they ran the ball. They didn't throw it. They didn't throw the ball on the first play of the game. That was crazy. They ran the ball. Let's see if they do it again. They do it again? Let's see if they do it again. Well, of course, they didn't line up under center at all. Shotgun formation. And oh my God, they ran it again. Holy shit.
I already apologized to the fans. I got too excited. We ran the ball twice and made me happy. And then we stopped running the ball forever again because that's how we run the worst deciding offense in the world anymore. We go, hey, running the ball works. Let's stop doing it because that's a good idea and we don't have good ideas. We need to munch on crayons and scribble lines that go sideways because we're stupid. And that's my feeling right now.
And the Eagles on their first drive get one first down and are forced to punt the ball. Which then Troy Aikman pointed out, why do you have two receivers running the same route 5 yards apart from each other? Brian Johnson, playbook, coloring book. Yeah.
Not the set of downs I was hoping for. Now they will punt. Not sure what that RPO pass to Goddard was. And then another pass to Goddard where Devontae Smith was 5 yards away from him. I still, the play calling.
Well, another embarrassing display of defense. Baker Mayfield throws, I don't even know what the fucking yardage on the ball was, but the Buccaneers scored a fucking touchdown. Because our defense doesn't know how to tackle. We don't know how to play man-to-man. We're playing zone everything. Fuck!
3rd and 2. Empty backfield, shotgun, and they pass again. What, you know.
Well, the Eagles' second drive, and they get to a 3rd and 2 and decide to pass the ball. Just bounces off the fingertips of Goddard. They end up punting again. So, yeah, not off to a good start. I'm already starting to check out, guys. This is heartbreaking to watch. It's plays like on that double reverse or whatever that play was, where Nolan Smith and Fletcher get penetration and they can't make a tackle, and they still get 9 yards, even though they ran back an extra 4 or 5 yards. They still get the fucking yardage to get close to the first down marker. The tackling and the defensive scheme on this defense, it makes no sense to me. Bring me Bill Belichick.
I literally just I'm already sick of this game. We were playing the worst offense. Like, this is a quarterback who has a history of being the worst against blitzes. We're only rushing 4. We're not getting to them. We're running a soft zone coverage, letting everyone get wide open. Everyone's getting the ball, do whatever they want. They have a terrible run defense. We're not running the ball. Like, we're already getting away from the run because we're stupid. I hate our coaching. I want all of our coaches gone at this point. I stood up so much for Sirianni for all he's done in the past, but I'm sorry, recency bias. I got to the point of the fact that it's been like 5 games in a row, and you had like all this time to work on it. You're still this bad? No, go. I want you all gone. You're terrible.
Oh, man, this linebacking core cannot keep up with the fucking third-rate tight ends that the Tampa Bay Buccaneers have. It's ridiculous. Man, we just need a lot of help on defense. This is crazy.
What a terrible first quarter. The Buccaneers have come to play. The Eagles have not. Nobody can cover. Linebackers are trash. Nick Sirianni looks like he's shaking his head, giving up. Jalen Hurts is walking off the field, shaking his head. Well, can we just end the game now? Put us out of our misery.
Well, another Tampa Bay drive, another score. It's now 13-0. Yep. I don't know what else to say. Yeah. Devontae Smith with a nice grab for 31 yards. Maybe that's the spark we need. Let's go.
Oh, yay, a screen. What a surprise. And it went nowhere because it never does. I hate this offense. Thank God for Devontae Smith and DeAndre Swift. Without those two, we're going nowhere right now.
Well, they go right back to Devontae Smith on another pass. And for what it's worth at this point, with 13 minutes left in the second quarter, if there's one thing you can say is that Devontae Smith and Swift came to play today.
First down, throw the ball. Second down, throw the ball. Third down, throw the ball. And if we don't get anywhere, we just keep throwing it because, again, running the ball makes too much sense. They're clearly blitzing with huge open running lanes. And, that only ever works all the time. Like the entire history of the NFL, running against the blitz absolutely destroys the blitz. But let's not do that because who wants to win a game? I'd also like to amend my earlier statement. Jake Elliott, DeAndre Swift, and Devontae Smith. Can't take credit away from Elliott because he's the only one that ever does anything for us. Repeatedly. He's the only actual consistent spot for us, which is appalling.
Well, the Eagles stall out and are forced to kick a field goal. At least we got some points on the board. It is 13-3 with still a chunk of time left in the second quarter. So we'll see what the defense does when it comes out. Maybe it gets a little bit more aggressive and gets in Baker's face. I don't understand why somebody that has an ankle injury and a rib injury, you're not blitzing and making sure that he's like having to use that hurt ankle, or maybe you hit him and hurt that rib cage. Like, is this not a coaching point? Because it just makes sense to me. I don't know. Oh, and how about this? How about when it's third down, and you see that they're blitzing? How about we throw a little screen pass behind that and get behind that blitz? I mean, is there any reason why people outside?
13-3. Okay. Can they stop Baker here? Because Buccaneers have scored on 3 consecutive possessions. Let's see what the defense can do.
I don't understand. There's more coaching knowledge sitting at home on sofas across the Philadelphia area right now than what Jeff Lurie is actually paying for that's on the field right now. It's fucking ridiculous. It's fucking sad.
Chad Johnson said the Eagles were playing possum. I think he was correct. They are playing possum, a dead possum.
Question. I mean, I'm not a DB or anything, but aren't you supposed to be on your toes when you're backpedaling? Why are you so flat-footed? I thought it was the whole point. I mean, if I'm wrong, somebody please tell me I'm wrong.
This team on third down I have never seen a team so bad on defensive third downs. They're 3rd and 6 and let Baker Mayfield just run and do whatever he wants and pick up the first down. The dude has like hurt ribs and a hurt ankle, and he's just running and doing whatever he wants. They're giving him too much confidence.
Well, on a 4th and 1, they run a pitch to the left, and not only does Sweat not contain, they run right by him. Like, what's going on here? This defense needs to go back to sleep. I don't know. This is disgusting. It's starting to hurt my stomach. I don't even want to watch it. I don't even want to watch it anymore, to be honest with you. Well, somehow, through the fingertips of Zach Cunningham, we force Tampa to kick a field goal, and they are now up 16-3. It's about 6 minutes left in the second quarter. I mean, there's a lot of time. This team could eventually wake up. I don't know what the hell is going to wake them up, but through no fault of their own, the Eagles are still in this game because Tampa has dropped a lot of passes that could have really put this game out of reach early. And that's sad. That is really, really sad.
Even Joe Buck is saying, why aren't the Eagles running? They ran their first 2 plays of the game, and they've passed the rest of the way. They're not going to win this game if they're not going to run. And I see Jalen Hurts is just shaking his head after that pass, this bubble screen to Goddard. Like, they don't want to play. They don't want to win.
it's funny. It seems like Tampa on first down get 8 to 9 yards. The Eagles on first down get a penalty, go backwards first, and then they go 1st and 15 and then gain 4 yards. Seems how Brian Johnson's offense is kind of working. I really hope they get out of here. And can somebody explain to me when Julio Jones changed his number to 00? Uh-oh. Julio Jones seems to be concussed. Great.
I'm not going to get psyched up yet. It was a good play from Jalen to Devontae and a touchdown pass to Goddard, wide open. I'm not going to get psyched up. I see Devontae Smith getting psyched up. I'm not going to get psyched up yet.
Wow. The Eagles show. Well, after Julio Jones gets taken out of the game for concussion protocol, they bomb the ball down to Devontae Smith, who catches it. Not sure. Looked like a 40 to 50 yard bomb. Eagles in the red zone, pushing the score. And they throw the ball to Goddard. They score. Oh, my God. We actually have a chance to stay in this game. Holy shit. We scored a touchdown, y'all. Dallas Goedert with a 5-yard reception after being set up by Devontae Smith's 70-yard pass. It is now 16 to 10. Maybe this wakes up the rest of the offense. Now let's see what happens. Oh, the Eagles get a penalty trying to kick the field goal for the extra point. Go for the brotherly shove into the end zone, but I don't understand how the refs miss how the defender was grabbing Jalen's face mask and dragging him back across the pile so he wouldn't go in to the end zone. I don't understand that. How do you miss it?
Now, is it me or did anybody see a face mask? The guy who jumped over the line and grabbed Jalen by the head and pulled his mask, they're definitely not going to call a face mask on that. They want the Eagles to not be successful on that.
I'm going to put it out here now. Obviously, anyone that's listening has heard that I've had a lot less comments than normal and a lot less in my cohorts here. But I made a statement earlier, not even on the pod, just in general out loud to people in my household, that if the Eagles don't have at least 10 points by half, I'm not watching the second half. We made a terrible coaching decision because, going up down by 5 versus 6 is not worth going for. But we did anyway, and now we're down by 7. Because, again, we just continue to make absolutely horrendous decisions. The coaching is the worst ever. It literally doesn't belong in the sport. Not at any level. Pee-wee, middle school, high school, college, definitely not in the NFL. None of it belongs. It's the worst there is. If we don't score another point by half, I will not be watching the rest. I will not be posting anymore.
Eli Ricks running off the field before getting a penalty is such the big sign of this team has a big coaching issue. There is no discipline. You should know what play is being called. You should know what package is out there on the field. That is such a bad look. We wasted a timeout because we didn't have the right defensive personnel. That's sad. Well, there goes Fletcher Cox trying to wake up the defense. I mean, all he did was try to hold Baker Mayfield down a little bit, but, whatever it takes to fire up the team. You know what I mean? Let's go. Got a little fight in us. Got a little dog in us. Let's wake up. Come on, fans. Let's feel it. Let's get up. Man, Quinn Covey, who's been maybe one of the more positive highlights of these last 5 to 6 weeks, has dropped the ball today. Dropped the ball. Almost get the ball right back to them after we forced him to punt the ball. Luckily, he recovered that, but just shows you how the day is going.
All right, Eagles got the ball with a minute and a half left with one timeout. Britton Covey botched the punt, and so now they don't have great field position. But I'd like to see them score here. Score a touchdown. It would be tie game. I'm happy. I would be happy with that. Let's see what they can do. I also like to see some life in the defense actually make a stop. Let's go. And this drive actually they could ride the momentum if they can score into halftime because they get the ball back in the third quarter. So let's see.
Anyone listening to this, if your kids ever play football, rule 101, keep your eye on the ball. Britton Covey, you should know this.
I don't know what it is with this new generation of coaching, but going into the half with maybe a chance to score there, a shot to the end zone, something, spike it, take a shot to the end zone. I just don't like that, We didn't get the look that we wanted the prior play. But there's still a couple seconds left on the clock. Let's hurry up, get to the line, clock it, and let's take a shot to the end zone. Or another shot somewhere. I don't know, something. Can't leave time on the clock, and I don't know. Maybe I'm just wrong for thinking that way.
They opened the third quarter here with a run, and they lost yards. I guarantee you on this next play, they don't run the ball. That just scared Brian Johnson and calling it. Look at 1, 2, 3, 4 wideouts. They're not running on this play. Jeez.
Well, the Eagles come out. First play of the second half, run the ball. Negative a yard. Then you come to Quez Watkins, and now it becomes 3rd and 11. That's great. I wonder what the halftime conversation was like in the locker room. Very interested to know.
Wow, what a way to open up a third quarter. A run for a loss, a no-zero blitz to try to get a PI with Quez Watkins, and then a 9-yard sack. Wow.
And one run play, 3 pass plays later, we punt the ball. Man, how come that sounds like the new run the ball? We punt the ball. We're putting the ball because we don't run the ball. That's crazy. What are these refs looking at? Clearly, 67 is blocking Fletcher Cox in the back. There's no flag. No flag at all. What is going on? Nolan Smith and BG make a big play, and Fletcher Cox finally get their hands on Baker Mayfield and get a sack on him. Look at Nolan Smith just powering through bull rush, getting right in Baker Mayfield's face. That's freaking awesome. The Eagles force Tampa Bay to finally punt, maybe for the second time tonight. Covey keeps his eye on the ball. Good job. Man, this Eagles offense gets bailed out on their second drive of the second half because of a pass interference call. We clearly cannot move this ball passing. I don't understand why we get so far away from running the ball. Fortunately, the Eagles were bailed out. It's now 1st and 10 at the Eagles' 19-yard line. They actually ran the ball right there. and got 2 yards. Meanwhile, Tampa runs the ball. They get 9 yards. But yet we have the best offensive line in the league. I don't get it. And even getting bailed out by the penalty, the Eagles still have to punt the ball. The Eagles have yet to fucking convert a third down. They are 0 for 6 on third downs. You cannot win an NFL game and not convert third down in a game. This is, it's no words for it. Mike, I'm sorry. I just don't have any words that can describe my feeling of this game this week. I think my word of the week is going to be unavailable. Because that's exactly what I'm going to be. That's what the Eagles are going to be, unavailable.
I was going to say something about the defense doing their job and giving the offense the ball back quickly, and the offense just squander it with a screen to Kenny Gainwell. Nobody's picking up a blitz. Nobody can be open. They're sending, 5, 6 guys, and nobody can get open? Running Gainwell again. You have that 1,000-yard rusher, and you're running Gainwell. And then Gainwell runs backwards, and Jalen Hurts has an opportunity to throw a block, and he whiffs, or he just decides he's not going to block for Gainwell. Wow. Jalen Hurts takes a safety, running around in the end zone. Instead of moving up in the pocket, he runs around outside the pocket. And then you got all the receivers out there kind of jumbled up together. So I saw Swift and Goddard next to each other, and Swift and Quez Watkins. These guys do not. Everyone's just shaking their heads. Just shaking your heads.
Well, in a series of events, the Eagles managed to get a safety. Jalen Hurts. I don't even want to get into the chain of that. Mike already said something about the Gainwell play. And now the safety. This is just. I'm about to just put wrestling on. Has anybody ever been fired in a game? Because I think we should just do it now. Let's just set the precedent. In the game, just fire the whole coaching staff right now.
Is there a list who we should start to fire? Because I got a lot on the list here. Number 1, Brian Johnson, of course. Another no tackle. 2 tackles, 3 no tackles. This game's done. Bradbury, you're trash. You are so trash. They're done. They're done.
Man, this team does not know how to tackle. Trey Palmer, on the very first play after the safety, is throwing the football, and he runs and catches and runs for 56 yards. Putting this game in about a 3-touchdown game. Yeah, let's just fire everybody right now.
We're definitely watching a broken team here. There's lack of tackling, lack of football awareness, I would say, I guess. A lack of a lot of things. A lack of leadership, a lack of heart, a lack of intelligence, football intelligence. I'm excited to talk about the offseason, our next podcast. We have a lot to talk about. I'm noticing that there's not a lot of Mark comments. I'm not sure where he's at. I'm sure he's pretty sick over this. That's the game right there with 12 minutes left. 4th and 5, and Jalen throws a pass up for grabs to Devontae Smith in the end zone. Buccaneers take over, up 16 points.
Well, with 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, I guess we can start doing the post-mortem on this Eagles season. What a crazy ride it's been. Feels so familiar, but yet so painful. I can only remember a season like this. The last time we wore the Kelly Greens, it was start the season 7-2 and have the collapse. Oh man. Oh man. Ladies and gentlemen,
the host doesn't stay with you.
It's a shame that the 2023-24 season has come to an end with such monotoned commentary by us. But this Eagles team is clearly has multiple issues that need to be cleaned up. A lot of changes must be made this offseason. A lot of questions will be asked. And it all starts with the head coach and the quarterback. I don't know what the future holds for this Eagles team and what it looks like next season. But stay tuned. The 3M show. Mark, Mike, and Miguel will hold your hand and walk you through the inevitable change of this Eagles organization. I mean, there's still 6 minutes left in the game. Enjoy the rest of the game if you can, but yeah, I think we're all checked out at this point.